Imagine with me, a city brimming with color, laughter, and adorable underwater creatures. But what if it's all just a facade? What if SpongeBob's world is actually a world devastated by a nuclear catastrophe? Today, we're going to delve into one of the strangest cartoon theories in history, a theory that says Bikini Bottom is nothing more than the remnants of a world subjected to devastating nuclear tests. Forget your innocent take on the show, because after watching this, you might see SpongeBob in a completely different light. The first thing we need to know? The city's name itself, Bikini Bottom. The word bikini isn't a random name. It's taken from the real Bikini Atoll, where the US conducted nuclear tests in the 1940s and 50s. After the explosions, the island became uninhabitable, and the marine life around it was exposed to intense radiation. This is where the theory begins. Bikini Bottom is a fictional version of this area, where the radiation caused marine life to evolve, enabling it to talk, think, work, and build an entire underwater civilization. Consider something important. Why is it that in the SpongeBob universe, a dumb starfish that can talk? Sponges that sometimes live out of water without dying? A crab that owns a restaurant and runs a huge business? In a normal world, this is impossible. But in a world exposed to nuclear radiation? Genetic mutations could explain everything. The theory states all the characters in the series are the result of abnormal evolution due to radiation. Even their different appearances, abilities, and lifestyles all support the idea that this isn't a normal world. It's the shape of the city itself. In many episodes, we see the remains of sunken ships, metal debris, strange buildings buried in the sand. And in certain episodes, we see backgrounds with objects resembling military bases or ancient equipment. The theory is Bikini Bottom was built on the ruins of a destroyed human world, and the marine creatures inherited this place and began building their own civilization on the ruins. And here's where a slightly deeper theory comes in. Some researchers have said the characters represent the psychological effects of the aftermath of a catastrophe. SpongeBob represents forced optimism, a person trying to laugh despite their shattered world. Squidward represents depression and despair after the loss of meaning. Mr. Krabs represents greed after the collapse of human values. Patrick represents the decline of perception and memory. It's as if the show is saying, even if the world ends, the human psyche still suffers in its own way. But the most important question is the series groundbreaking? Did Steven Hillenburg really mean all of this? In his interviews, he said he chose the name Bikini Bottom because he liked the sound of it, but he wasn't directly aiming for a new theory. But is this all subconscious, or do some ideas just slip through unintentionally? Here, we have room to interpret. In conclusion, does SpongeBob live in a destroyed yet colorful world? Or are these all just fan-made theories? The truth might lie somewhere in between. A simple world for children, but with deep details for adults. Now it's your turn. Do you think the theory makes sense? Or is it just an exaggeration? Write your opinion in the comments, and if you'd like me to share more in-depth theories about Gumball, Adventure Time, or other cartoons. Don't forget to like and subscribe.